Hi, it's Colette, welcome back to my channel, and this is a wee coffee break I'm having, and I had half a cup of coffee left, went out of the room and come back, and Nelly had left me with dregs, so it's a sort of coffee break. Never known a dog that would steal coffee and tea so much in my life. We have to have eyes in the back of our head with her, but never mind, she's a darling, we love her. So I wasn't going to do a coffee break, obviously, and I was going to go and get more coffee, but there was something that happened today that I thought might benefit you to know, in a way of... I've just finished an interview with one of my publishers who is starting their own YouTube channel and kind of marketing channel, etc. And it's about 4 of my books, focusing very much on the tarot one, and maybe the universe just isn't that into you, and also how to read an egg. And it was really good, and I'd known about it for a wee while, and because of my hearing I'd actually been sent some questions that might be asked, and it was interesting because we still wanted it to be very much a flow kind of video recording interview, but you know me, when I get started I'll just keep talking anyway, so I wasn't really worried about that. But last night when I got the questions, etc., and I'd look at them, it was very interesting because, you know, it's like questions: how did you start off, and how did you move from pharmacy to clairvoyant, and what were some of your kind of things that happened, and how did the book come about and stuff, and then at the end, and where can we find you now, etc. So last night I had to kind of really think about things, where I've come from, what I've achieved, and where I am now, and that was quite good, although I didn't have much time for it, but I kind of had a wee thought of it again this morning, so that I knew the flow of the reading. And I'm also nearly finished my memoirs, and I'm really happy. I'm over 50,000 words at the moment, probably end up at 60,000, should be out in late August, maybe early September at the moment. It's still to go to copy editing, it's still to go and to beta readers, etc. So it'll be what it has to be. But anyway, so doing that, it's been looking back the way, and also because I'm coming near the end of it, it's like, you know, you want to leave folk with, well, what's next for me, where I'm going with my life, you know, because it's not the end. Just because the memoirs end doesn't mean that Colette Clairvoyant or whatever ends, hopefully. So with doing the memoirs and then this interview, I had to ask myself some questions, and you know, it was good. It was good, you know, reminding myself of how I came to the position I'm in now, which is a very wonderful position of having a career that as a clairvoyant and an author, and moving on now with social media and more books, etc., more articles, and developing other things that I would never in my life have thought that I would get the chance to do. It's really fantastic, and that's come maybe out of negativity, of ill health or whatever, but I've found a way maybe to move things forward in a way that I can work with my health. So the whole thing was quite good in directing my mind, and I thought, well, wouldn't it be good if we all got an interview on our lives every so often, that we were forced to stop and take stock of to where we've come from, where we are now, what are our plans for the future, what are our strengths, you know, how do we see ourselves, all these things. Wouldn't it be good if you were getting interviewed tomorrow and you had to come up with these questions, because it would help you define some of the answers. And sometimes if we're not that defined, we don't know how to move forward, you know. Sometimes you have to have a defined sort of past and a defined now, so that you can move forward for your hopes and dreams for the future. I've always kind of been that, was a pharmacist, defined that, moved on to clairvoyance, defined that, then became an author, and blah blah blah. So I'm going to be your interviewer, and I want you to take these questions and go and think about them, and then just pretend we're doing an interview tomorrow. So First of all, I'd like you to introduce yourself to yourself or to me. This hasn't been filmed or anything. This is all what I want you to do as a wee, maybe a social project or a nice wee psychological help for you. So what's your name? Who are you? Where do you live? That sort of thing. And kind of, where are you from? That just doesn't mean your town or whatever, but where have you come from? What have you done with your life? How many children have you? If you've children, have you different careers? That sort of thing. Go through them and acknowledge them and be thankful for them. And then I say to you, and where are you now in your life? And I want you to ask yourself if you're happy, if you're contented, and if you're not, then why not? Can you pin down why not? And if you can, then is there anything you can do about that to move forward? And if you are contented and whatever, I'll say, well, okay, that's good, but what next? And how are you going to carry that forward? And I want you to focus on where you want to be in the next 2 to 5 years and make that an answer that you give me in your head or out loud or whatever. So I know this sounds mad, but basically I benefited from I've not had an interview done for quite a few years. Probably the last one was when my Menopause book came out and I was interviewed for it. Yeah, I think that. And I'm used to public speaking and stuff when it's, when I can cope with my hearing, maybe getting the questions first or having, basically can work around it. So it helped me. It was an interesting thing to do. Granted, I like to talk and I could talk on certain subjects forever. I think the poor interviewer was like, whoa, this is going over time, but let's keep going anyway. So I find it quite a nerve-wracking thing to do, to try and pin things down. But I would say that the interview in its way has grounded me as to the past, the present, and then what's coming in the future, what I believe I can achieve. So I want you to maybe take those questions I've asked you and go and interview yourself. Write your answers down if you have to, and then think on them and see if it helps you. And see if it gets you more focused, and see if you can appreciate the things you've done in the past and how you've got through things. Maybe one of your main things in life is that you've overcome cancer, or that you have made a change in a job, or that you've written a book, or you've had children and you're an excellent mum. All these things, come on, give yourselves a pat on the back for them, and then say, what next? And make yourself a 2 to 5 year plan, and let's get started on it. So, might be mad, see what you think, but those of you that do it, let me know how you got on with it, and I hope you do, because it definitely can help focus you. So I've got a wee tiny bit of coffee left. Everything else is kind of okay. I had a difficult time because it's still not right, but I was at the dentist and he kind of pushed down on my tooth that he was filling. Now I have quite bad arthritis in my neck, and something clicked, and I was like, oh. So I ended up having quite a bad neck, but I've had my TENS machine on, I've had a collar on, and bit by bit, I think it's getting better. I say that at the time, and then maybe a couple of hours later, I'm like, oh, this is sore. So I don't know quite what's happened, but I'm sure if it was something serious, I wouldn't be able to move my neck. So it just gets sore over time and needs a bit of support. And it could just be that the arthritis has been aggravated a bit. So we'll see how that goes. But that was annoying because I had to cancel some plans. I've seen someone I love and I didn't get to see them, so I was a wee bit miffed, but there we go. And just heading up towards the next couple of weeks towards my daughter's wedding and getting stuff organised for that. It's quite a busy time. Very exciting, very, very emotional and exciting, and I'm loving every minute of it. And I'm trying to get some videos done in advance, like the weekly tarot card ones, so that you'll still have videos while I'm off, because it's a busy time. I've got my daughter's wedding, I've got Jim's 60th birthday, not long after that. And obviously we want a wee break as well, so I'll maybe not be commenting as much or as available, but the videos will still be scheduled to go up. So, and I will catch up with comments when I come back, obviously. To be honest, I can't tend to keep away from social media. I say I'm going in and then I'm like, right, okay, we're fine, let's have a wee look. So I think I'm addicted. But if I weren't addicted, I probably wouldn't be sitting down doing this video now, would I? So I suppose it works in both our favours. So lovely time coming up. It's a lovely day outside. I think garden's starting to need a wee bit of help again. But the main thing's the wedding, and I'll be keeping you updated after that, and probably have some nice photos and stuff for Facebook. And I just hope you're all okay, and if you're going off on holiday, please think about taking some of my books with you. You know, even some of the novels. Fortune Killer is a good one for holiday, and The Prescription, if you like a kind of weepy love story, that's a lovely book as well. I'm not saying that out of ego, I just actually really like the book. It's a book that I would have, if I hadn't written it, I would have wanted to read it, and that is a nice thing to be able to say about your books, that you know, you would have picked it up and enjoyed it. What's another one that's good for holiday? Fortune Killer and The Prescription. I've forgotten my books. Oh God. Karma City. Particularly if you're going somewhere where there's expats and you want to touch base with the regions. So anyway, I forgot my novels there. Is that not terrible? But it's just, I suppose it's either the wedding or the painkillers for my neck. It could be the painkillers for my neck. Didn't think of that there. So I hope you're all doing great. I hope that you're having a good summer, and look out for more videos. I've actually had a lot of people saying things that they would like, and from videos, and there's some things I've already researched in the past that I hadn't even thought of. Like one I want to do now is how to look after psychic children, or how to be aware of psychic children, you know, how to neither be afraid of it or actually put them down or anything anyway. So I want to do one on psychic children. So if there's other things that you want to sort of tweak my memory with, I would be happy to add it to my list in my wee YouTube video book. But that's one that I have a lot of information on by being a psychic child and also having psychic children. So yeah, I'm looking forward to doing that video. So if there's anything else that you would want, or there's any questions about psychic children that you would like me to specifically answer in that video, please put it in the comments below and I'll think about it and add it into the video. That video won't be for maybe another 5-6 weeks, but it would be nice to have some questions to add into it as well. Anyway, I've been talking all morning, I'm losing my voice. So I'm going to go now and make another cup of coffee and keep it away from Nelly. This is why this dog is as high as a kite most of the time, because she goes round and sneaks people's teas and coffees. So there we go. Right, I'll love you and I'll leave you, and leave comments for videos, and specifically the one about children. Oh, my neck's sore. I think I'll go and put that collar on again. Anyway, look out for the next weekly tarot card, and I'll see you soon. I'll keep in touch. Bye now. Many blessings.